Welcome back to the next video. Today we are going to revisit the question for top k frequent elements. So given an integer array of nums and an integer k, we are wanting to find the k most frequent elements. And we are told that we can give the answer in any order. So for example, we have a nums array like that, and we are supposed to give the second most frequent elements, two most frequent elements. So here 1 is the top most frequent element because it appears 3 times, and 2 is the second because it appears twice, right? And here 1, 1. We are told that k is in the range 1 to the number of unique elements in the array, so k will not be more than this, which is good, right? And here we want to have an algorithm greater than n log n. The reason for this is because if we can definitely, right, one solution is to have append the hash map, right, to this particular solution. We count the occurrences for each element, right? So 1, 3, and then we have 2, 2, and then we have 3, 1, right? Once you get this, you want to sort, right? Count occurrences. So you have these occurrences map, and then here you have sorted occurrences by count, right? So once you have this, you would likely just need this to be something like this, right? 3 will be first, 1, followed by 2, 2, followed by 1. So this one, essentially we are asking for the value, right, followed by the count. Count followed by value. And this one is essentially, right? So what we want to do here to improve our algorithm is that we still need to have this occurrences array, but we want to make use of bucket sort, right? So how can we make use of bucket sort? Instead of having this, what we can do is we want to have an array of various elements. So the size of this array is simply going to be the number of elements in this array, and we would do it as count, right? In other words, the maximum size of the array. So this nums.length array, right? Number of unique elements in array. So let's say length, right? An array of size length nums, right? So you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's say this is the case 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the size length of this array, right? So we want to do this bucket sort array of size length 6. So what we want to do here is to actually append to each value of this array. We want to append how many, right? This is a count, and here we want to append how many of this appears like that. So for example, when we get this occurrences array, right, we count this, all of this, and then now we want to, for each value of this, we want for each value in occurrences, right, we want to have 1 and 3 to be the count. So this will be 1. We will enqueue 1 here, right? Then for 2, we will enqueue 2 here. This makes sense, right? So this will be something like this, yeah. So for 1 will be 3, yeah. So essentially when we go along the array, we will essentially find all the counts that we have here, right? All the values and their corresponding counts, and we will use the count as the index of the array to enqueue another value here. Yep, and that will be all for this implementation. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the implementation. So here we have value and count, so we want to start the occurrences map. So let's just start this occurrences, right? And then right, sorry, when we are here we want to get k most frequent elements, then essentially we will have to find from the back in and up, basically traverse count from the back to front until num elements is reached. So here we have 1 and we'll have 2, yeah, essentially 3, yeah. So here in occurrences we want to have this building occurrences is on, traversing count array is on as well, right? So for num in nums, what we want to do now is to make sure that for num in nums, here we want to append this, build an array like this. So we want to have 1 3 2 2. For num in nums, how can we build these occurrences, right? If value exists in occurrences, if nums is a key, then plus equals 1, right? Else, if this is not the case, what we want to do is to have initialize this to 1, right? Now we have the occurrences array here, and now with this occurrences array we want to make sure we can make a count array. So the size of count array will be to for I star length of nums plus 1. Can we do this? Yeah. Essentially we want to make sure that we have an array of length nums. So if this array has 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements, we want to make sure that we have 6 initialized array. Plus 1. yeah, because its index always indexes 0, right? And then now we want to look at the occurrences array and make sure that kv in occurrences is the value we want to add count indexed by the value, right? Count v dot push key. Now we have this entire thing done. Then we want to have res equals to an array like this, and then for I in range length of count to 0 to 1, in fact -1, count I here wow. We need to remove the last element. It's greater than 0, right? Yep, essentially this should be it. Traversing the back of the array, pushing forward, traversing from the back of the array, making sure that we have a result. The length of this is here, we want to return it. The length of this is when we finally have enough elements in result array, we will return the result array, right? And if we don't have it, we will move on. So let's try this example here. We have occurrences. Occurrences will be populated boom 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 to this array here and this map here, and now we have in key value of occurrences count v, right? Count is this is 9 do. Sorry, I believe I have to fix here. Just did a little bit of googling. I need to do this. Then for range length -1, we have this, and then now your count v is the value that occurs, right? You want to push it to 1. And yeah, so we get this, and then now we want to issue it range from length count to yep, this should be it. Let's try this. Okay, here we need a dot items. Okay. And here we have append. Something wrong here. It's not a value for expected return time integer. I am returning an empty array instead. While length of count here, count should be an array. That is right. We are having a list, and we're having a list of empty arrays, right? Yep, let's just take a look at the complete answer. Zero exclusive. We want to find 1, right? And this is for n in count. What seems to be the problem here? And result n is this key items frequency c dot append, yeah, and this is count n plus. This is equals. Why did I return the entire array back? Why is that case? My result is empty here, right? K equals to 2. I come in here for n in count I here, length of count -1, 0, and -1, right? So I want to traverse this from the last index to the first index, right? And then from the last index to the first index, and then here I have now in this frequency 1 result dot append n, length of n equals to k, right? Yeah. There can only, this condition is definitely correct. So the only possibility I can think of is that my result is initially empty, right? And I have I in range length count -1, 0 and -1, right? Range length count -1. Okay, return S. What's the problem? 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 Oh.
Problem in.
Yeah, I guess something's wrong here. For num in nums, we want to make sure that it's either 1. If num is in occurrences, you want to do this. Otherwise, you want to add 1 to it, right? 1 plus this. Count get n 0 1 plus num occurrences loss num occurrences. Arrange this. We want to initialize this length nums this 1. Yeah, nothing wrong with this, right? For kv in occurrences dot items, just print something here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, correct. Right? And then I come in here, I have this. Right? I have this I in range length minus 1 count I. And then you initialize this, this. My length of this is 1, length of this is 2. I in range length count minus 1, 0 and minus 1 length, and in frequency this in count minus 1 result dot append n. It's like that. Why did I even get 3 here? Oh man, I thought this would be a fast one. It seems like this is one. Yeah, there's nothing wrong here, right? Length of result. This k equals to 2. Here I should trigger this condition. K is equals to 3. Wait, what? This test case is wrong. Huh? Ah, this cannot be K. This. What a stupid mistake, oh my goodness. Yeah, I modified the value of K here. Yep, looks like a little bit of hiccup, but that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching.